What's going on, you guys? I'm Matt, and today we are talking about lenses and how to take care of them. Let's get into it. But first, check out this sick shirt from Mountain View High School in Meridian, Idaho. This shirt matches their 2024 yearbook theme and is an absolute fire fit, and it's making me look good today. So thank you, Mountain View. If you want me to wear your shirt in my next video, leave me a comment below and let me know. So you guys know, I feel very strongly about having really nice lenses in your yearbook classroom, and nice lenses like these cost about $1,500 plus, some going up to $3,000 to $4,000 to $5,000. And when we have good, high quality lenses like these, we got to take care of them. So that's what we're going to talk about today. How many ways? 6 ways to take care of your lenses so that they last a long time. Let's jump right into number 1. I think that anytime you are storing your lens, you should have a lens cap on it. So whether you're putting it into your camera bag or you're putting it away for the day, I want you to put a lens cap back on it. And that's just going to help protect it, keep it safe, keep the front of the lens from getting scratched up. Once you start shooting though, once you have the camera in your hands, I want you to take the lens cap off, put it somewhere safe, probably back into the camera bag is the best place for it. And don't be one of those people who's always putting the lens cap on and off. Once you're shooting, leave it off so that you're ready to capture whatever might happen. Number 2 is that every good lens should have a UV filter on it. A UV filter is like having a screen protector on your phone. It's just gonna help protect the front of that lens. And if you should drop a lens and you have a UV filter on it, I know because I've done this. With this lens right here, it's been the UV filter that breaks and not this expensive piece of glass right here, which would be very difficult to replace or repair. How do you know what size UV filter to get? If you look on your lens, somewhere on there will be a little symbol that looks like this. And this tells you what size UV filter to get. So for example, this is an 82 millimeter UV filter, and I can tell by looking at that little number. So I'm just gonna hop onto Amazon, type in 82 millimeter UV filter. And listen, you can spend like $10 or $80 on a UV filter. $10 to $20 is fine. Number 3 is that if your lens came with a lens hood like this guy right here, I want you to put this on your lens whenever you're shooting. And these go on pretty simple. They just go on the front of the lens like this. You just find where it clicks in and then you twist into place. And what this does is it helps so that if you drop or bang the lens, this is most likely going to be what hits the ground first. I had a student who dropped a $2,500 lens, but because he had the lens hood on like this, when it landed, it hit like this, and the lens hood is what broke instead of the front of the lens. And then when you're not using these, you guys, these actually just come off and then they flip around like this and they lock onto the front of the lens like that. So that's an easy way to store your lens hoods. They're actually designed to help eliminate lens flare. I had my students keep them on the lens anytime they were shooting with them. Number 4 is that I think you should keep your lenses on your cameras at all times. Don't switch lenses unless you absolutely have to. The odds of breaking your lens go up substantially when it's no longer connected to your camera. So keep your lenses on your cameras unless you really need to switch them for something else. But otherwise, I think they should always be connected to the camera. It's going to lower the chances of breaking it substantially. But number 5, if you do have to switch lenses, please do so very, very gently. Every camera company has a little bit different method for telling you how to line up your lens when you're putting it on the camera. But usually it's a little white line or a little white box, and sometimes it's a little red dot. And what you want to do when you're doing this is just make sure you very gently come in here, line up the 2 little white markings on here, and just very gently give it a little twist, and then make sure you hear the click. If you don't hear the click, the lens is not all the way on and it might fall off. So no click, don't shoot with it. Twist that thing until it clicks. My final tip is that if your lens is big enough that it came with one of these tripod collars like this guy right here, when you connect this thing to a tripod or a monopod, make sure that you connect it here and not on the camera. What will happen is if you have this thing on a camera and you connect the tripod right here, that's a lot of weight coming off the front of the camera. And this connection right here, this is the weakest spot on the lens of the camera. And if it's going to break somewhere, it's going to break right there. By connecting the tripod to the tripod mount, that'll balance things out a lot better and make it way less likely that your camera or lens is going to break. Those are my 6 tips for taking care of your lenses and making sure they'll last a long time. Let's do a super fast review. 1, keep your lens cap on whenever you're not using the lens. 2, put a UV filter on all of your lenses. 3, use your lens hood. Even if you don't need it for lens flare, use it to help protect the lens. 4, don't swap lenses unless you absolutely have to. 5, if you do swap lenses, do so very gently. And 6, if your lens comes with a tripod collar, make sure you attach the tripod or the monopod to the tripod collar. Thanks for watching, you guys. Hopefully this video was super helpful. If it was, please let me know in the comments below. And also do me a favor and very gently, like when you're putting a lens on, click that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Number 2 is that every expensive lens should have a UV filter on it. A UV filter is like a screen protector for your phone.